Today's lesson is called Around the World in 80 Apologies. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
I am Roger, and again, we're traveling around the world. We're spanning the globe to give you the constant variety of apologies, and we're going around the world with 80 apologies. Well, maybe not that many or maybe not that few, but the point is there are different ways to apologize in different countries, and you need to be aware of them.
Again, the name of the book or the story is Around the World in 80 Days, okay? And we're going to kind of be taking a trip around the world, but we won't be doing it for 80 days. We'll be doing it for 2 days. Our lesson has 2 parts. And we won't be going over 80 different ways to apologize. That might take a book in and of itself, and we just don't have the time to do that. But yes, we are going to be exploring apologies, okay? The way that people apologize the world over. Will we be going everywhere? No. But at the end of our lesson, we will have explored apologies all over the world. And you know what? Our appreciation of these cultures on planet Earth will be that much richer because of it. Anyways, folks, with that, it is time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We're going to be talking about how people apologize in some other places right after this.
Sometimes just saying you're sorry isn't enough. In Brazil, it's usual to present the recipient of your apology with a small gift. However, any old gift won't do. It must be something specific to that person's taste, thus proving you thought carefully about your apology. In France, too, while apologizing for something small requires only a short statement of regret, a more serious offense demands a peace offering, most often a good bottle of wine or fine cheese. If you are forgiven, the recipient will usually invite you to join them in enjoying it, an invitation you should accept if you don't want to be rude.
Okay, let's go to Brazil now. Remember last time we talked about Argentina, where in order to apologize to someone properly, you need to not only apologize, but you also need to take them out to dinner so you can discuss it. So let's go over to Brazil. Here it says, sometimes just saying you're sorry isn't enough. You might think, okay, I'm just going to say I'm sorry. I'm sick of this conflict with my coworker. We need to work together here and finish our project, and we can't be childish expecting apologies. So let me just say, okay, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again, okay? Can we get back to work?
I don't think people are going to accept that apology.
It's not sincere, yeah.
It's not sincere. And gosh, just the way you're saying it, you're apologizing, but you're angry? Like when you're apologizing, you should actually be sorry. I'm so sorry. You can't be angry while you're apologizing. You need to be apologetic. You need to make yourself open and vulnerable to that person and stuff like that. So that's not the best way to apologize. Yeah, anyway, sometimes saying sorry just isn't enough, especially in South America and Argentina. You got to take a person out to dinner. And in Brazil, it's usual to present the recipient of your apology with a small gift. Okay, so not even dinner will do. You have to give them a small gift. And you might be thinking, well, it's not a big deal. I would rather buy them a small gift than take them out to dinner. Well, get this, okay? However, any old gift won't do, okay? This is a small gift, but you've got to put a lot of thought into this gift if it's going to work. Yeah, this gift, it must be something specific to that person's taste, thus proving you thought carefully about your apology. By the way, this is exactly what my wife wants me to do when I have to apologize to her. I'll have to get her something, but it's got to be something very specific. And basically, by getting that specific thing that suits her, it's something that she's wanted, let's say, I've proven to her that I'm actually sorry because I've thought about her and her feelings and the things that will make her feel better. Yeah, that gesture sometimes means a whole lot more than just the words, I'm sorry, or I apologize, or something like that.
Right, so if you apologize by giving them a box of mochi or something like that, well, that might be really nice, but the person may say, I don't eat mochi, I've never had that before. Why are you giving me that? You got to give me something that I would really appreciate. Like I'm a big big fan of Star Wars, so maybe you should give me a new limited edition action figure of Darth Vader.
That's still in its original packaging.
Yep.
That's the way to go. That's the type of thought you have to put into it. You can't say, well, I know that she likes to eat a cheese sandwich every day at lunch, so I'm going to buy her a loaf of bread and some cheese. That's probably not going to go over well. You really haven't thought deeply over those things or over that thing there.
Yeah, if somebody wants to apologize to me, they can give me a big chunk of blue cheese. I really love blue cheese, and if somebody gives me that, that means their apology is very sincere.
Okay, all jokes aside, yeah, even if you know a person does like cheese sandwiches, a loaf of bread and some cheese is probably not going to go over as a gift. You got to be more specific than that. And also, it's got to be a real gift, something that's going to make that person's heart sing. And sadly, cheese sandwiches, cheese, and loaves of bread, they're probably not going to do it unless it's blue cheese or like a really fancy rare cheese or rare bread from France or something like that. And speaking of France, more on France, okay? In the first part of our article, we read about how the French are direct people, okay? If you're going to say you're sorry, all you need to do is say sorry and then give them an honest explanation. So that's the way the French feel about apologies, but that's not the end of the story. It says, in France, too, while apologizing for something small requires only a short statement of regret, a more serious offense, and this is going to be like Brazil here, a more serious offense demands a peace offering. Most often, a good bottle of wine or fine cheese. So yes, you're going to have to give them a gift here, a peace offering. This is the way that you're going to say you're sorry, and you either give them like a bottle of wine, a good one, or a fine cheese. It's got to be good. You have to show your quality here, at least show your class by giving them a quality peace offering. Anyways, we've got two vocabulary words to talk about in this sentence. First of all, we have the word offense, okay? If you offend someone, you have committed an offense, okay? Whenever you have said something wrong that hurts someone's feelings or embarrassed them in public or something like that, you have offended this person or you have committed an offense.
That's right. The offense demands a peace offering. Here, demand just means you request something and you won't take no for an answer. You have to do this. So a serious offense requires you to give them a peace offering. It demands that. There's no other choice. And in France, of course, they love their wine and they love their cheese. And, of course, they're very picky about the kind of wine and cheese it is. Don't give them a hunk of American processed cheese.
Yeah, I don't even think blue cheese will do for the French.
Probably not, right. It's got to be well thought out, and the wine needs to be the proper vintage from the proper winery, etc. So, yeah, you got to watch out there. Not any wine or cheese will do. Heaven forbid you give them a bottle of wine from Chile or South Africa or Australia. California, that would be the worst thing to give to a French person. That is absolutely unforgivable. So it's got to be a French wine, a fine wine, etc. And, of course, these kinds of apologies are specific to where you are. Now, if you are forgiven, if they say, okay, I accept your apology, I forgive you, let's move on, well, the recipient will usually invite you to join them in enjoying it. Again, this is talking about the French person who has been apologized to by being given a bottle of wine or some cheese. So they'll accept the apology and let's say, ooh, I like this wine very much. So let's, hey, you can come over to my chateau and we can sit down and pop off the cork to that bottle of wine and have ourselves one heck of a time.
Now, if the person invites you to do so, invites you to do this, you can't say no. Yes, if you're forgiven, the recipient will usually invite you to join them in enjoying the peace offering. An invitation you should accept if you don't want to be rude. So you have to do it. You have to go enjoy the wine or the cheese with this person. All right, folks. With that, it's time for us to take a short break. But when we come back, we'll be talking about apologies in Japan.
Actions, too, are sometimes required to express one's regret. In Japan, apologies are often accompanied by a bow. The lower the bow, the deeper the apology. For particularly egregious acts, you will be expected to bow a full 90 degrees or to get down on your knees in acknowledgement of the severity of your misconduct.
各位好，第二部分我们看到单字 accompany 这个字是动词，指伴随和点点点一起发生。例如 Megan accompanied her mother on her cross-country trip.Megan 陪着妈妈进行横越国内的旅行。另外补充一个相关片语 keep somebody company 用来代表陪伴某人。我们可以说 Tom was hoping his wife could keep him company when he was out on business, but she couldn't take a personal leave from work. Tom 希望他太太可以陪他出差，可是他没办法向公司请事假。再来我们看到一个形容词 egregious指错误、问题等极其严重的，像是 Not installing antivirus software on your computer is an egregious error. 没有在你的电脑上安装防毒软体是个严重的错误。接着我们看到单字 acknowledgement 这个字是名词，指承认、答谢的表示。举例来说I sent my friend who supports me along the way a beautiful vase to extend my acknowledgement.我赠送一位一路上支持我的朋友一个美丽的花瓶来表达感谢。另外补充一个相关片语，可以用 in acknowledgement of 加名词来表示承认点点点属实。所以可以说 The company made a statement in acknowledgement of the report on the news is true. 这间公司发布声明承认新闻报道的内容属实。再来我们看到一个名词 severity 指严重性。例如 Since Ariel was still laughing as the boss made the announcement, she didn't understand the severity of this proclamation. 由于 Ariel 在老板发表声明时还在笑，代表他并没有了解这个公告的严重性。接下来我们看到一个单字 misconduct 这个字是名词，指不当行为。例如Rick was guilty with his misconduct at the company party. Rick 对于在公司派对上的不当行为感到愧疚。另外，去除字首的 mis 可以成为名词 conduct， 指行为举止。我们可以说 Jenny usually has such good conduct, so the principal was surprised to find out that she had started the fight.Jenny 大部分的时候都有很好的表现，所以校长发现争执是由她而起的，感到很惊讶。
Okay, so far we've been talking about verbal apologies, apologizing face to face, and then giving someone a gift as well, or a bottle of wine or some cheese in the case of France. But actions, too, are sometimes required to express one's regret. So if you're apologizing in some cultures, it also needs to come with some sort of gesture, some kind of action, something you do with your body.
Get this, in Japan, apologies are often accompanied by a bow. And this is no small thing. This is no trivial detail, okay? The bow matters. Yes, these apologies are often accompanied or come together with a bow. Now, the lower the bow, the deeper the apology. So, yes, if you just nod your head, that might have been a small offense or a small transgression. But if you really offend someone, if you really do something wrong, you are going to have to bow very, very deep in order to show the person you've offended how sorry you are, and also to reflect that you understand how much the transgression has offended that other person or hurt that other person.
Right, so of course in Japan you'll apologize, sumimasen, gomen nasai, or whatever, but then you have to bow at the same time. So the apology accompanies a bow. They go together. And of course, this is probably kind of tricky because if you bow too much, they might think you're actually mocking them or something. So you probably need to spend a lot of time in Japan to know exactly how low the bow should be. But again, the lower the bow, the deeper the apology. And for particularly egregious acts, you will be expected to bow a full 90 degrees or to get down on your knees in acknowledgement of the severity of your misconduct. Boy, that sounds like you did something really bad there. That's why we're saying egregious. That just means so bad that it just sticks out like a sore thumb, and it's just so bad that it's going to be really hard to get somebody to accept your apology.
Yes, you get down on your knees, you say you're sorry in acknowledgement, okay, i.e., you are saying you understand, okay, just how bad your misconduct was.
Okay, let's move on now to the third and final portion of our lesson for today. We're going to listen to it first.
Despite these differences, the need for sincerity is consistent across all countries. Fake apologies can be spotted a mile off. But if you apologize sincerely, all will soon be forgiven no matter where you are in the world.
第三部分我们看到名词 sincerity 用来指真诚、诚挚，像是 Jack likes to express his true thoughts and feelings, but his sincerity sometimes offends people. Jack 喜欢表达他真实的想法和感受，但他的诚实有时候会冒犯到别人。另外补充一个相关片语 in all sincerity 有非常真诚的意思。我们可以说 Kate asked me in all sincerity about investing in her new jewelry business. Kate 非常有诚意地询问我关于投资她新的珠宝事业。最后我们看到一个单字 consistent， 这个字是形容词，指一致的，始终如一的。例如 The restaurant always delivers consistent quality. 该餐厅的菜色总是维持固定的品质。
Wow. During the last paragraph there, we learned that in Japan, apologizing is a big deal, okay? The way that you apologize as well is very important, okay? Giving gifts, not necessary. Peace offerings, not necessary. Saying sorry might be necessary, but what you do while you're apologizing is important. You've got to bow. You've got to bow properly, and if you've done something very bad, you've got to get down on your knees and say you're sorry, recognizing or making it clear or signifying to others that you know that what you've done is super bad. Wow. Anyways, this has been an interesting lesson all over the world. People apologize in different ways, but despite these differences, the need for sincerity is consistent across all countries, okay? A flip, insincere apology just won't do wherever you happen to be on planet Earth, okay? Chances are, if you are insincere when you apologize, people are not going to like you one bit.
Yep, you've got to be sincere. You've got to mean it. And so, yeah, if somebody says, hey, you should really apologize to Jane for what you did. Okay, Jane, I'm so sorry. I hope you forgive me. No, that's not sincere at all. That is insincere. So in other countries, in all countries around the world, you've got to be sincere. You've got to mean what you say and say what you mean so that they can accept your apology. And then you can continue to be the best of friends.
There you have it. Anyways, fake apologies can be spotted a mile off, i.e., fake apologies are obvious, okay? People can spot them or see them easily, okay? Fake apologies are very easy to see, or, as they say here, they can be spotted a mile off or from a mile away.
Yeah, I'm actually quite proud of the times I've apologized to people. They accepted my apologies, so I did sound sincere, and I was sincere. I did not want them to feel bad about what I did. I felt bad about it, and I apologized, and they recognized my sincerity. So, of course, we went on with our lives and continued to be good friends. So, but if you apologize sincerely, all will soon be forgiven, no matter where you are in the world. And I think that's probably true. I don't think there are any places in the world that would want a fake apology. I think they all want us to be very sincere, whether it's in person or by text message.
I couldn't have possibly said it better myself. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to end our lesson. But don't worry, don't fret. The Chinese teacher is waiting in the wings.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文第二部分提到 In Japan, apologies are often accompanied by a bow. The lower the bow, the deeper the apology. 在日本，道歉经常伴随着鞠躬，鞠躬时身子弯得越低，道歉就越深切。好，这个句子它有使用到双重比较级。双重比较级是用来表达两种情况之间的消长关系，表示越怎么样就越怎么样。那它的句型是 the 比较级主词加动词，逗号 the 比较级主词加动词。有时候你也会看到直接是 the 比较级，逗号 the 比较级。好，其中这个比较级呢，可以是形容词比较级或是副词比较级。例如The harder you work, the more quickly you'll get promoted. 你工作越努力，就会越快得到升迁。那课文句子里面是用到 The lower the bow, the deeper the apology. 同学们有没有注意到它的结构是 the 比较级主词，逗号 the 比较级主词。奇怪，它的动词怎么不见了呢？这是因为在双重比较级句型当中，如果你的主词不是代名词，然后动词又是 be 动词的话，它的 be 动词常常会被省略不用。所以课文句子原本可以写作 The lower the bow is, the deeper the apology is. 它是把 be 动词 is 省略了。好，那我们来造一个例句。Some say that the messier your desk, the more creative you are. 有人说啊，你的书桌越乱，你就越有创造力。好，前半句的 the messier your desk 后面就是省略了 be 动词 is， 然后后半句的 the more creative you are 它的主词 you 是代名词，所以这边的 be 动词就不省略了。另外我们顺便来学几个跟 bow 有关的片语。bow 当名词表示鞠躬，我们说 take a bow 就可以用来表达像表演者他们在表演结束之后向观众鞠躬打礼的那种动作。那如果是说 take one's final bow， 某人最后的鞠躬，这就表示告别演出，常常用来指某人的最后一次演出、最后一次比赛，或是最后一次从事某一种活动。好，那至于 bow 当动词也是指鞠躬，我们可以用 bow down to somebody， 这字面上的意思是向某人鞠躬低头，那可以用来表达服从某人，听命于某人。好，还有一个片语叫做 bow out， 这是什么意思呢？同学们可以想象，有一位绅士，他向大家鞠躬，表示说他要离开了，不奉陪了，你们大家慢慢玩，小的先告辞了。好，那么 bow out 其实就可以用来表达退出，常常是用来指这种承认失败而放弃退出的语义。像我们可以说 bow out of the presidential race， 就表示放弃竞选总统，退出选战了。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们来回顾单字吧。
Offense. That offense could be punished with a big fine. Demand. I demand to see my lawyer before I'll tell you anything. Accompany.
The flu is accompanied by a high fever.
Acknowledgement.
Customers were upset that the company never made any public acknowledgement of the harm their flawed product caused.
Despite.
We played kickball despite the bad weather, and everybody got really muddy.
Sincerity.
Many people doubt the politician's sincerity because she often changes her views later on.
Consistent. What you're saying today is not consistent with what you said yesterday.
Discussion Starter starts now!
Time now for our discussion starter. Here's the question. What would be the right way to apologize to a friend for forgetting their birthday?
All right, I am going to have to go the French route here. First of all, I'm going to bring that person a gift because I've forgotten their birthday, so I'm going to bring them a birthday gift. In addition, though, I'm going to either bring them a nice bottle of wine, let's say, or a nice piece of cheese, okay? I don't think that would be too big a gesture. I think it would be nice enough that that person would want to hang out with me for a short period of time. And who knows, maybe after I've apologized and explained myself, they will accept my apology.
Well, to me, a good apology would be a written apology because I think I'm actually quite good at writing things and I have pretty good diction. So if I write a fairly long letter to somebody apologizing for forgetting their birthday and telling some stories about them and what they mean to me and stuff like that, I think I'll be forgiven, and I think they will end up buying me a bottle of wine.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.